big price in her debut at 15-1 in a restricted maiden race. She's clearly worth a little more than $50,000 what they paid for now, being the sibling to Scottish Lassie. You get Luis Saez today. I'm going to guess this. We were talking about before we came on, I thought the 5 would be the speed, but the more I look at it, I do think the 7-horse Scots Law is going to try to do what her older sister does and try to wire the field here.
Yeah, Scott's Law definitely could be really aggressively sent. Alta Avenue could also have some speed. She was forward in a 7-furlong race, 22-3, 45-3. Irad was up that particular day. David Jacobson thought enough to step up for the 20,000. Quickly is protecting her, bringing her back very quick. I think she's part of the pace as well.
Yeah, you see some common form as well. She ran against Hit Parade and I'm a Little Crazy, 2 back here when they were going a mile and a 16th. She did get the job done last time out, and I use this horse underneath in my picks because I'm always terrified of David Jacobson first off the claim or when he gets a horse in his barn. But I will acknowledge she did not beat a strong field last time out. This is a much, much tougher bunch, and she got a perfect trip in that race as well. They are protecting her off the first time out, off the claim. Irad Ortiz rides back. She didn't show, she was close to the pace 2 back, but she wasn't the speed when they went a mile and a 16th for Brad Cox. They cut her back last time. She was still relatively close, only being a length off the pace. I think she's probably just going to stalk to the outside in here and try to work out a similar trip she did in her race 2 back and her maiden win last time out here.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially with the presence of Scott's Law to her immediate inside coming out of those 6-furlong and 6.5-furlong races. David Jacobson, boy, he likes to bring them back quick. She's on 16 days rest, and he has a workout in between. Got a buddy of mine who's a trainer in Southern California, Mark Ryanford. I'll give him a big shout out. He won a race, I believe, on the Friday on the Breeders' Cup card, won one of the allowance races, so that was pretty good for him. He always used to tell me, we both were against wheelbacks, and we called them wheelbacks, and he's like, hey, if they are going to wheel back, at least put a work in, so that's good.
Yeah, I do think it also depends on the trainer. Sometimes you see someone do it way more than others. When you see someone who doesn't do it very often, it makes you kind of wonder, like, hey, why are they doing this? But, like Baffert, for example, he ran that horse Nevada Beach right back out of the Classic yesterday and got the win, right? I mean, not many people most horses don't come back out of the Breeders' Cup Classic 3 weeks later to run. So I think it just depends on who the trainer is.
Yeah.
It's obviously how the horse is doing, but some people like to do it more than others.
I'm old and I'm stubborn, David. Sometimes I just keep preaching these things, and maybe I got to lighten up just a little bit and kind of recognize certain situations. So, just because I don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't work. I see it work, but I'm always trying to pick against.
And in this day and age, people don't do it near as much as you used to. So I'm used to see people.
Back in the old days, trainers a year. Oscar Barrera, he used to be the king of it. Dutrow did it once upon a time.
He won the King's Bishop on 3 days rest or something.
Yeah, the horse won the horse won. I
Albany.
believe,
You're right.
Was it the Albany, and then he ran, and then he won the King's Bishop.
3 days, 4 days later.
Willie Beeman.
Yep. Yeah.
Willie Beeman.
It used to be more common.
Yeah, it did. 1, 2, and 3 are long shots. 3 minutes out until the third race. A big favorite here. Missed Call. She's even money. David Levitt's top pick. I'm a Little Crazy now, starting to get some play. She's 3-1. My top pick, the 4 Classic Glide. Best of luck in whichever direction you go.
Post time in a minute. And the horses have reached the starting gate. It's post time. Classic Glide goes in, waiting for Scott's Law and Alta Avenue. Alta Avenue comes forward. They're in the gate, and they're off. Alta Avenue and Scott's Law bumped coming out of the starting gate. Missed call off near the back of the pack. Scott's Law will be first into the first turn from an outside post, and Alta Avenue from a farther out post is right up racing in second, though goes wide. Alta Avenue is 4 paths off the rail, perhaps trying to back off of Scott's Law. Nonetheless, Alta Avenue races up, grabs the lead. So these two will hit the backstretch in tandem. Authentic Angel just in behind them third. I'm a Little Crazy racing fourth. Quince is fifth. Woodruff in sixth. Classic Glide in seventh by 4. And Miss Call, the even money favorite, is last down the backstretch run. First is Alta Avenue, in command with 5 furlongs to go. I'm a Little Crazy up into second now, putting Scott's Law back into third through an opening half mile in 48 and 2. So Alta Avenue hits the far turn, cruising along out there. But here comes I'm a Little Crazy now to crank up the pressure. I'm a Little Crazy up to the neck of Alta Avenue, and the two of them match strides, and now I'm a Little Crazy has taken charge. Alta Avenue's retreating. Authentic Angel comes through toward the rail. Scott's Law's still in it. Classic Glide is wide on the far turn. And nothing from Miss Call. She's completely out of the race. So they hit the top of the stretch, and they're stacked across. Classic Glide with a 3 or 4 wide sweep is up contending. Scott's Law's hanging tough. I'm a Little Crazy back into third. Authentic Angel did not fire. In the meantime, Miss Call's into it now. Suddenly finding stride, but it might be too late. Scott's Law continues to duel with Classic Glide. Miss Call, it was too late. Scott's Law won it. Scott's Law first, Classic Glide second. A rather curious run from Miss Call. Managed to get third, though. And Authentic Angel was fourth. Number 7, Scott's Law first, 4, Classic Glide second, 6, Miss Call third, 1, Authentic Angel fourth, and 5, I'm a Little Crazy was fifth. Into the winner's circle, Scott's Law, a 2-year-old daughter of Tiz the Law from Bodie Bay by Bodie Meister, owned by the Millard Selden Revocable Trust, trained by John Ortiz. Winning jockey, Luis Saez. Time for the race, 146.22, Scott's Law, bred in Kentucky by Winchester Farm.